Idao Bello leans over a gas cooker in her kitchen. She's stirring a pot of eba, the thick, starchy West African staple made from cassava. On the menu today is melon soup with pomo, a less expensive condiment that is made by boiling burnt cowhide. In the wake of a cost of living crisis and skyrocketing food prices, millions of Nigerians like Idowu cannot afford more expensive foods like chicken and beef, and they do not get the recommended daily nutrients from food.
Those protein-rich meals like fish, meat are very expensive in the market and hard to find. And when we eventually find them, they are too pricey for one to afford because of the cost of transporting it to the market.
To tackle this, the Nigerian government is launching a code of standards for adding 4 micronutrients: iron, zinc, folic acid, and vitamin B.
The fortified cube that they have promised to release to the market, it will be a huge advantage for the poor like us who cannot afford basic protein. We will appreciate the fortified bouillon cubes, and they should try and release it in the market on time.
The small blocks of concentrated seasoning used to flavor soups and stews are used in African countries like Nigeria, Senegal, Ivory Coast, and Cameroon. This makes the cubes the most cost-effective way to reach millions worst hit by malnutrition with minerals and vitamins.
Fortification is important because it is the most cost-effective way of adding micronutrients that are missing in the diet for the consumer to be able to have them delivered to them through the fortified food products. It's really very important because as of today, we have micronutrient deficiencies in Nigeria, what we call hidden hunger. So one strategic approach to addressing this is through adding these micronutrients to the food that they eat.
Food fortification is not new in Nigeria. Most of the salt consumed in the country is iodized, and other items such as wheat flour, edible oil, and sugar are fortified with vitamin A by law.
Certainly there is a link between climate change and malnutrition in Africa. So if the climate is not suitable for production of highly nutritious food, how will you have the food to consume? It results in a lot of problems like flooding, for instance. Farmlands are destroyed. If farmlands that are supposed to be harvested cannot be harvested, that is shortage of food. You won't have the food that will deliver the nutrients for you to consume.
For millions of Nigerians like Bello, forced to cope with less preferred foods and limiting portion size, fortified seasoning cubes could mean the difference between malnutrition and a healthy, well-nourished life. Oli J. Wapera, Arise News.